Here in the fifth pair.
7th of June, Rabbi Furst, Pierke Avos.
Right. Thank you, Lou. Right, as Lou mentioned, this is Rabbi Shlomo Furst, Yeshiva at Samanapsi, here in Shloim Care of Zoom. We're in this morning learning Pirkei Avos. You'll see momentarily, hopefully on your screen, the document we're working on, and then we can proceed where we left off. Coming up. Okay. We're in the middle of the Malbim's explanation of Machlokas Shalol Hashem Shemayim. The Mishnah says a Machlokas Shem Shemayim, the example of a Machlokas Shalol Hashem Shemayim is Koirach Va'adasa. Okay, so there, that will bring us to paragraph 11, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, let's start off again with paragraph 11. I think we did part of this yesterday. Yeah, who would like to begin to read?
I would. Did you say 11?
Yeah, we'll start with 11. There'll be a little bit of review, but it's always so good to do a review.
The Vayikach Korach. And Korach took Ane Amru Chazal. Avos Kol Mechaloches Shehaya L'Shem Shemayim Sofa Lehiskayim B'chol Machloches She'ena L'Shem Shemayim Ein Sofa Lehiskayim Ezu Haya Machloches Shehaya L'Shem Shemayim Zu Machloches Hillel v'Shamai, ve'ezo hi machloches she'ein shelo shehaya shelo l'shem shemayim zeh machloches korach ve'edaso. So Korach took these are the words of Hazal. Avos in the fathers.
Pirkei Avos. That's what Pirkei Avos.
It says all controversies that are l'shem shemayim. In the end, they're established or they endure, and all controversies that are not l'shem shemayim. In the end, they do not endure. And these are the ones that are controversies that are the Shem Shemayim, the controversy of Hillel and Shammai, and these are the ones that are controversies that are not the Shem Shemayim, the controversy of Korach and his assembly. V'haya Roy the Amar Zu Machloches Korach Umosha. And it is appropriate to say this is the Machloches of between Korach and Moshe.
Right. The question is, why did it say in the Mishnah Korach va'adasai? It should have more appropriately said the Machlokas Korach and Moshe.
Right. What is this abbreviation?
Ukamoshe Kasiv Zeh Machlokas, as it is written.
As it is written, Zeh Machlokas Hillel v'Shamai. this is the controversy of Hillel and Shammai. Olam Chazal Miladono Shemachlokas Shehaya L'Shem Shemayim. Really, the sages, what is this word, limadono?
They are teaching us.
They're, mode, yeah, they're teaching us that the controversy is l'shem shemayim. Kol kach, so much so, Mishnei Tzidadi Ha Kolkim Mi Tachadash Ba'atzma Ki Kulam Mischonim Lis Chalis Echad L'Shem Shemayim. Okay, so what is Mishneh Tzidadi?
Right. So Chazal, and by saying it this way, Chazal are teaching us in this Mishnah that they're teaching us first and foremost about Amaglokus L'Shem Shemayim, Kol Kat Mishneh Tzadim HaChalokim, that each one of the two opposing groups, Misachdos Ba'atzma, they are really at one with the so they're really unified together. They're unified together. Each of the two, and if you have a Maklokas L'Shem Shemayim, each one of the two opposing groups are actually misachdus ba'atzma. They are really at in union with each other.
But
Excuse me.
But they're union with each other. But
Oh, hold on, we're not done yet.
all right.
Patience, Roy, patience. Kulam mischonim letachlis echad achas l'shem shemayim, because all of them, what is this mischonim?
They're motivated.
All of them are motivated. For one purpose, which is the same shemayim.
Right.
Olam machloches she'ena shemayim rak mipnei she'ahavas hakavod v'ahavas atzmo. But the controversies that are not l'shem shemayim are only because of love of honor and love of self. The people who are involved love themselves, and they love honor, and that's why they're arguing, because they want to get the benefit from it.
Right. So the contrast between a Maklokas L'Shem Shemayim and a Maklokas which is not L'Shem Shemayim is, just to repeat, that when you have people in a Maklokas L'Shem Shemayim, they're unified with the central goal Kaddish Hashem Shemayim. Their dispute, whatever it may be, is motivated around the unified goal of being Kaddish Hashem Shemayim. Good morning, Mayor.
Good morning.
Morning, Mayor.
Good
Does that
morning.
mean that if people wanted to argue the same points as Korach, but genuinely l'shem shemayim, that would be acceptable?
Yeah, if the motivation was that the goal was to reach a higher level of serving Kadosh Baruch Hu in the most proper and best way possible, so that would be a machlokus l'shem shemayim.
Mm-hmm. Right. So regardless of the content, it's as long as it's Shem Shemayim, that's acceptable. It's good.
Yeah, I mean, again,
Basically.
But theoretically, again, it depends. When you say irregardless of the content, it could be that the content, if the content is not going to lead to that, so obviously that's not what we're talking about. Yeah. Okay. And on the other hand, when you have a machlokus that's lo l'shem shemayim, meaning the motivation for the machlokus, the dispute is, as it said, Avos atzmo and Avos kavod. They're seeking domination and aggrandizement for themselves.
Right. Az yesh machlochis v'nigod gam bein ha'anashim she'ha'te'achdu le'amod b'tzad echad. Then there is a controversy. What is nigod?
Nigud is opposition from neged. The word neged. Nigud is opposition.
Opposition. Also between people that are unified to stand on one side, ki chol echad min hayechidim hayechidim.
Good, very good. Hayechidim, right?
Mikavein to eles atzmo umita umisneged lechones
Kavanis chavero.
lekavanis chavero shehu gam kain mechavein to eles atzmo. So because each one from
Each one of the individuals.
Has the intention of the purpose of his own purpose.
Of benefiting himself.
Oh, of benefiting himself. He has the intention to benefit himself, and he will oppose the intention of his friend.
Right. So again, when you have a machlokus which is not l'shem shemayim, so the basic motivation is for self aggrandizement and
aggrandizement.
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 I think.
So when that's
Aggrandizement.
yeah, so that's when a person's motivated by that, so there's going to be dispute and confrontation even amongst the people in the same party, and because each person, his main motivation is to benefit himself, and this motivation to benefit himself is directly in opposition to the other person's motivation to benefit himself. So therefore, it's going to be a machlokas even amongst those people in the same half of the dispute with the other party. But since these people who are only considering their own benefits which they can get, so therefore they're going to be disputing even amongst themselves, and that's why as he's going to explain now, he'll explain further in the next paragraph.
Ki'inyan, what is this abbreviation?
Shahaya.
Shahaya. Machloches gam bein korach le'edaso. The matter therefore is that the controversy, this controversy also between Korach and his assembly. Kichol echad me ha'ada me ha'eda haraya hazos hatikavein kavana acheres mis negda lezulaso, because every one of this assembly, this evil assembly, intends his intention to be different. He intends a different intention, and he is opposing his lezula so, the other one.
Yes, that's right. He's opposing, each person was opposing the other one.
So in other words, it's a machlokas not between Moshe and them, but between themselves, because they're arguing. Each one is arguing for his own benefit, for his own cover.
Right.
Shehani Korach, Shehine Korach Ratza Likahuna Gedolah. So now Korach wants to be the Kohen Gadol. I forgot this abbreviation again. Mishamar?
I think Shema Shekosif, from what is written.
Shema Shekosif, from what is written. Shehis Kana al Nish Oso Shel Elitzafan Pre?
Now that's parish. So the for Masha Kosa, she's Shiniskana al Nisioso shel Elifson, that he Korach was jealous over the appointment of El Sifon, right? Who was one of the nephews of Aaron. He thought he should have been appointed, right?
He was
So
jealous.
that appointment that Korach was overlooked, and El Sifon was picked rather than Korach, right, for the kahuna, right? So that that sparked the jealousy, which led to the eventual machlokas here by Korach.
But Korach was a gadol. Was a Kohen, right?
He was a Levi.
Oh, it was
He
a
was a
Levi.
Levi. Yeah, it was a Levi. I mean,
So
the
Levi
whole
could.
thing. No, Levi. Well, everyone was Levian, but then Aaron was chosen, picked, and his family was picked to be the Kohanim, and now there was a supplemental Kohanim being added here. So that the question was where would you would obviously take them from the Levium, right? But the choice of who would be of those Levian to be picked to enter the Kuna, that was what the Korach was upset about. I mean, when you look at the 250 Rosh Sanhedrins, I don't think they were all from Shevet Levi. So I don't know. I don't. It's you have to understand what was motivating them, because they weren't going to get close to being a Kohen. I don't think they could.
Right. But even Korach, really, there's no way he could be the Kohen Gadol. He could be a Kohen. If he was competing with Elitzaphan wasn't the Kohen Gadol. He was just, like you said, he was a Kohen. So I'm confused by this statement that he wanted to be the Kohen Gadol.
Well, I think that could be that his ultimate goal, his ultimate aspiration was to be the Kohen Gadol. Meaning, I mean, Aaron wasn't going to last forever, and there would mean needing a replacement for Aaron. I think that's what it means here. That because you're right, because Aaron was the Kohen Gadol. Why I'm not sure why I had to put in Kohuna. Cohen is well, you'll see. It could be that he was actually arguing on now the fact that Aaron was the Kohen. In which case that would move him into the place of possibly being a Kohen Gadol. See how he explains it. I think he might touch on this point.
Tezeh orer oso the chalok al Moshe aval echad acher she nichnas beriv Hashem.
So the jealousy that he had over the appointment of El Sifon, that was what aroused him, or that's aroused him to dispute with Moshe. But once he entered into the dispute, that it was now going to be he was arguing over the appointment of Aaron as being the Kohen. So in fact, if you look carefully, it'll be relevant to next week's parsha. Next week's parsha is Korach. You'll have a chance to look at it a little bit more in deeper. We'll be discussing these things next week as well, probably. So it'll be understood that Korach was not simply simply arguing on Moshe; he was also arguing on Aaron as being the Kohen Gadol, meaning he was now. I guess he felt if he's already going arguing with Moshe, he might as well go for broke and argue on Aaron as well.
Two for the price of one.
Yeah.
Okay, so Sheledaiso Acher She'amram Shehu ha 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 Havikor
Habuchor, the kahas. Yeah, he's
the
going back
Kahas.
into the to the lineage, like Amram, that was the father of Moshe. So Ledaito, according to Korach, Amram was the Bechor, Kahas, the Bechor, because Kahas was the father of Amram, the grandfather of Moshe, right? And Amram was the Bechor of Kahas, and Noko Chelko b'mei b'masha Moshe Hayamelech.
Right. So in other words, once he was in the middle of the argument, he started using more logic about the kahuna.
Right, right.
Natal Hilko Bima She Masa he me
B'masha Moshe Hayamelech. He was a king.
oh Moshe Hayalamelech Roy Lahakahuna Hagidola. So Moshe was a king who was appropriate for the Kahuna Gadola.
Well, so it's like this. It says Ladaito. So now the Malbim is giving us a glimpse into the motivations for Korach to also want the Kahuna Gedola. That Ladaito, according in his point of view, Agasha Amram Shu Abachor Lakahas. Noto Chelko B'ma Shemoshe Hayamelech Roy Kahuna Gedola. So now that Amram, who was the Bechor of Kahas, he took his chedek, meaning he received his legacy through what Moshe was now the king, and therefore, since now that Amram had gotten had fulfilled his destiny, so to speak, in the monarchy of Moshe as being the king, now then Roy Shekahuna Gadola Nitnan Leben Yitzhar Shuben Asheni Lekahas. So now it's proper that the Kahuna Gadola should be given to Ben Yitzhar, who's the second son of Kahas. Right? So again you have that you have Kahas. Okay, Kahas is the great grandfather. Okay, if you want, can make a family tree here. Kahas is the great grandfather, and he had a son Amram. Okay, and Amram was the Bechor. Okay, so Amram was the Bechor. Okay, so the Bechor, we understand, and even Korach understands that the Bechor gets a very large portion of the destiny of the inheritance. So that's fulfilled through Moshe Rabbeinu being the king. Okay, so now, right, that the son of Kahas, meaning Amram, had his destiny fulfilled as the Bechor through Moshe being the king. So now the second son of Amram, excuse me, the second son of Kahas, who is Yitzhar, his destiny should have been fulfilled through his son, the son of Yitzhar, for himself being the Kohen Gadol.
Wasn't Aaron older than Moshe?
Yes, he was.
He was the firstborn.
Yeah, Aaron was the firstborn, correct.
So,
And Yitzhar is the younger brother of Amram.
Again, you have Kahas, okay,
Yeah.
and Kahas had two sons that are mentioned here, Amram and Yitzhar.
And Yitzhar is the younger.
The Ben Sheni, right? Amram is the Bechor, and Yitzhar is the Ben Sheni, correct.
And then Moshe is the son of Amram.
Moshe is the son of Amram.
but
correct.
he's the second son.
Yeah, he's the second son. That's
so-
right. He's the second son. Right.
So why wasn't it fulfilled? The destiny fulfilled through Moshe, through the firstborn, through Aaron.
Aaron was the firstborn. So Aaron received the Kahuna Gedola. Aaron received the Kahuna.
Right. Yeah.
So Roy, it works out okay. That works out okay according to you, right?
I suppose so. Yeah.
But,
So why wasn't he king?
excuse me?
Why wasn't he king as well? Sort of.
Well, Moshe was the king, and then Aaron was the actually Moshe Rabbeinu was supposed to be both. If you remember what Hashem said at the Sneh,
Yeah.
when Moshe Rabbeinu was arguing that he didn't want to go, and so Hashem really took it away from him. Really, Moshe was supposed to be the Kohen and the king, right?
But not Aaron.
But not
Aaron
Aaron.
wasn't
Now,
supposed.
why Aaron originally was going to be overlooked, I don't know.
So this was actually the will of Hashem.
Yes, that's right.
Okay, then. In that case, we have to accept it. There's no point arguing about that or questioning it.
Well, like Korach did. Korach did.
Well, we're not Korach.
Yeah.
Well, you can always question, Roy. You're allowed to question.
Yes, but yeah.
Right.
Okay.
You say why did Hashem do it that way? That's a valid.
So this is the point of view that Korach adopted. He adopted the point of view that you had Kahas, and Kahas had two sons. One was Amram the Bechor. So Amram's destiny was fulfilled through Moshe being the king. So now, how is Yitzhar, the second son's destiny, supposed to be fulfilled? That should be fulfilled with a son of Yitzhar being appointed as the Kohen Gadol.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's see. So now things didn't go this way, right? That's what's got Korach upset over here. Things didn't go that way, right? I'm not. Okay, that's that. So that's basically the point of view that Korach adopted, right?
Right.
Therefore, Korach now wanted to claim, since Amram had his destiny fulfilled through Moshe as being the king, Yitzhar, his father, right, should be realizing his destiny, actualizing his destiny through him, Korach, being appointed the Kohen Gadol, and not Aaron.
Is Korach the son of Yitzhar?
I believe so. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken.
So Amram is Korach's
Korach
uncle.
ben Yitzhar ben Kahat.
Yeah, that's right. There you are. Right. That's the first pasuk there. Because Korach ben Yitzhar ben Kahas ben Levi.
So Korach and Moshe are first cousins.
Yes. How do you like that? They're good relatives. grew up together. They were playing on the same Egyptian streets together, except Moshe Rabbeinu wasn't really there. He was in the palace.
Right.
Mm.
That Moshe, he was always different. Okay, weiter.
Yeah.
Okay, Shehu ben Hasheni Likahas. So Yitzhar was the second son of Kahas. Amnam machloches Dasan v'Aviram. However, the controversy of Dasan and Aviram, the Va'on and On ben Peles, son of Peles, Haya Anin Acher Shehem Hatilonano Al Shenatla Ha-Bichora Me-Ruvain. So the machlokas of Dasan and Aviram and On was what's this word anin?
Indian Acher, it's a different point.
It's a different point.
I mean, it wasn't the same machlokas. It wasn't the same machlokas as Korach. Korach's motivation for the machlokas was that he felt, as we said over here, that his father's destiny should be fulfilled through him. That his Yitzhar, his father's destiny, should be fulfilled through him. Through he, Korach, being the Kohen Gadol. But when it comes to Dasan v'Aviram v'Oinen, who are from Shevet Ruvain, it's a whole different point that why they were involved with the Malchus. Why were they involved with the Malchus?
That they were descended from that they were the Bechorim of Ruvain.
Right. Well, not Bechorim. They were from Shevet Ruvain.
What is this word? Tulunana.
Their complaint, the Tulunot is a complaint. Their Tulunot, their complaint was that the firstborn rights were taken from Ruvain. That was their excuse for the entering into the machlokas.
Okay, that Ruvain should have been the firstborn, instead of, I guess what, Yehuda or Yosef? What firstborn rights are they talking about?
Well, Yaakov Avinu took the firstborn rights away from Reuben and gave it to Yehuda.
Right.
So now
they want to be the kings, the tribe of kings.
Yes.
Okay. Shelefi ma shehaya Ruvain ha-bechor Roy shetetza mimenu ha-malucha v'ha kehuna Kemasha shekasuv Ruvain Bechore Ata Yoter Sheim Vitar Az Sheos Hu Akahuna Ve'oz Hu Ha-Melucha. So that because of that which was Ruvain's because he was the Bechor, it's appropriate to take out from them the kingship and the kahuna. As it is written, Ruvain is the firstborn. Now more then I'm getting lost.
This is a pasuk in I think Parshas Vayechi. This is part of the bracha that was mentioned to Reuven at the time. If you want, you can look it up. 1 second. Should be towards the end of Parshas Vayechi. Yeah. I guess that's a drusher. It's going on. Yes, it's a drusha that they make. This is if you want to see the pasuk, it's being quoted is in Bereshis Perik Memtes 49 pasuk Gimel.
Reuven, you are my firstborn, my strength, and the first of my vigor, greater by raising and greater by might. Haste like water, do not take more, because you mounted your father's bed. Then you desecrated him who ascended my couch.
Right. If you see Rashi there, Rashi mentions about the kahuna and about the malchus.
You were fit to be greater than your brothers by having the priesthood, as indicated by the word se'es, which is related to raising of palms, and greater by might, i.e., having the kingship, as Oz connotes, may he give might to his king. And what caused you to lose all these? Haste like water.
Right.
So in other words, Nathan and Abiram are saying, forget about, Aaron and Moshe. Neither of them should be in there. We should be in there. We should be the kings and the Kohen Gadols.
Right. Right. So you see, everyone's jumping into the fray, as they say, All right. So this is just he's pointing this out because this is the pshat in Kol Machlokas Shalom L'Shem Shemayim Kidon Korach Ba'adaso. They were all having it was an indication of their internal machlokas. Each one was out for his own benefits, his own self-interests.
Right.
And that's typical of a machlokas which is not l'shem shemayim.
Right.
Good. Okay. I think it's a good place to stop here. We're in paragraph number 14. 14. Very good. Okay.
14 or 13?
Tomorrow, Mitzvah Shem.
We haven't finished 13, have
I
we?
think,
I think we're doing 13, Rabbi.
yeah,
Right, so
14,
tomorrow
yeah.
will be 14.
Tomorrow will be 14.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Roy, have a good afternoon.
Thank
And
you.
hope to
You
see you
too. Be
tomorrow.
well. Same here.
We're taking a short break and starting the Shir Mr. Brewer shortly, Mitzvah Shem.